Well, the cruise gods, they giveth and they taketh away. They taketh away. Certainly happening today. Big changes coming from Carnival and Royal Caribbean in the taketh category. We also have a giveth story from Princess Cruise Line. Well, I don't know if they're actually giving any. They're charging more. So I guess they're taking it away also for a certain thing. That plus a whole lot more. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to La Lido Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here to talk you through everything going on in cruising. Well, it's Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. If you're a Christian, I'm a Christian. If you're a Christian, this is a big day. This is a big day. I mean, it's one of the big two. Without this day, we really don't have the whole faith. And so if you're out there and you're a Christian and, you know, this is the day. So he is risen. Happy Easter for you guys. But then Easter also has other connotations, like for family and people that aren't practicing the faith, that kind of thing. So either way, blessings all the way around. May this day be fabulous for you. It certainly is an important day for us. So yeah, there's that out of the way. Let's talk about these changes that are coming out that are a little not good. They're not good necessarily. First, there's been some clarification about breakfast juices on Carnival Cruise Line, or juices in general. It's a pretty juice conversation. Do you like the orange juice with or without the pulp? That's not the conversation. When I was a kid, we used to get Minute Maid concentrate, and I would eat that with a spoon. Anybody ever go into the hard orange juice concentrate? Yeah. My parents weren't down with it, but I used to do it, and I would be like, I didn't have any brothers or sisters, and they'd be like, who's eating the orange juice concentrate? And I'm like, man, I don't know. People maybe breaking in, drinking that. But as I got older, I liked the pulp. And what I always liked about Carnival Cruise Line is you could go have breakfast in the main dining room, and then you could get some juices there. You could get some apple juice. You could get some orange juice. You could even ask for some cranberry juice. I went through a whole cranberry phase, and you could get it. You could ask for it, and you could get it. And recently, or over the last couple years, they came out with this whole juice menu where you could get your juice freshly squozen. I mean, they don't table side squoze it, but they're squeezing it somewhere and they're charging a premium for it. And on that menu, there's a lot of different juices, but you can still say, hey, could I get some orange juice or some apple juice or some cranberry or some pineapple? And they would give it to you. Well, they've cut that out. They've taken it away. You can still get two juices for breakfast there for free. You can get the apple and you can get the orange, but you can't get cranberry or pineapple anymore. You can get that like at the bar and they're going to charge you for it, but you can't get it gratis. You can't get it free. You can't get it included. Word came from on high that only apple and orange juice are free in the main dining room. You can't go up to the buffet. They have like an orange passion fruit guava concentrate thing that comes out of a machine. That's a very popular breakfast drink on Carnival. But yeah, sad day for cranberry juice lovers in the main dining room. If you were used to going and getting your steak and eggs for the C-Day brunch and chasing it with a half gal of cranberry juice, maybe to work on a UTI. I don't know. That's your personal information. If that's what you were doing, you can't do it for free anymore on Carnival. How about that? Who else is taken away? Who else? Look, there's a couple Carnival takeaway stories, but we just won't pile on. Let's get another cruise line in the mix. In this mix of taking away Royal Caribbean. You know what Royal Caribbean is taking away? They're taking away port stops in Labadee. In Labadee, Haiti, the word has come out that stops from Voyager of the Seas, Oasis of the Seas, Adventure of the Seas, and Odyssey of the Seas, they were all supposed to stop. On April the 16th, the U.S. State Department issued a warning about Haiti, and then it was shortly after that the Royal Caribbean said, okay, we're not going to go there for these cruise ships this month. It's the same thing that happened last year when these same kind of warnings came out. They stopped going to Labadee for a while, and then eventually they went back. I'm sure people that got notified of this may have not been super excited. Some of the cruises are going to go to Nassau, which Nassau is cool, but I don't know that, people like it as much as Labadee. They're also going to go to Puerto Plata, but that's kind of cruising. I mean, it's not shocking, especially in places where the government's making warnings about those places. And I guess since it's related, let's just slide back in a Carnival story. They sent out an announcement for the Carnival Vista that they're not going to go to Grand Turk. Of course, the port is going to be replaced. It started with the cruises started yesterday on April the 19th. These cancellations slash replacements are going to roll all the way into June. Really no explanation as to why they're not going to Grand Turk. Grand Turk's like a level 2 on the government warning thing, so I don't know if it's that, but yeah, I don't know. Customers, just got emails saying you're supposed to go to Grand Turk. We're not going to go to Grand Turk. We're going to refund all of your excursions. We're also going to give you a $50 onboard credit. Now, missing a popular port stop like Grand Turk, certainly a bummer. But you know what's worser than that? Worser than that is getting your whole cruise cancellated. I'll leave a few seconds here for those people that really get irritated by me using the word cancellated, and probably worser to have time to type their comment. Yeah, we got some cancellations coming from Carnival. Some unlucky Carnival cruisers got an email saying that your Carnival Magic cruise in April of 2026 has been canceled because we've rescheduled the dry dock for the Carnival Magic. It was supposed to happen in 2025. But as things happen, it got shifted around. Now the dry dock's going to happen in April of 2026, hence therefore and ergo, they canceled some cruises. So all of these changes, when you think about it, like thousands of cruisers are impacted. That's how, there's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to cruising. I think people forget about that. We're going to get like close to 30 million cruisers this year. And so, thousands at a time can get disrupted. Thousands of people not going to Labadee. Thousands of people not going to Grand Turk. Thousands of people now getting canceled on the Magic. I just say, like, if you've never had any of these challenges on a cruise ship, then count your lucky stars, because the numbers are not always in your favor for these kind of things. Most of the time, if you cruise a lot, once or twice a year, once every couple of years, there's a good chance you're going to run into some of these issues, or you may be lucky. You may be like living under a rainbow or got like a whole pocket full of 4-leaf clovers and none of this stuff has ever happened to you. But certainly there's people out there that got canceled and ports changed and all that. If it's you, or if you've ever had that situation, what's the worst cancellation situation you've ever had? Feel free to leave a comment below. Did you get an Easter basket this morning? We don't really do that anymore, but I do kind of miss the candy. What's your favorite candy? Do you like the Peeps? Do you like marshmallow covered in crystallized colored sugar? I don't, man, they used to give that to me a lot and I would be hyper. I do like some jelly beans though. Do you like jelly beans? I never really liked the chocolate rabbit. They would always freak me out because it was hollow. But I guess the question is, if you do like the hollow chocolate rabbit, do you go ears first? I always ate their eyes, which seemed weird. But yeah, look, I still got to tell you about Princess, the pricing, hiking prices. And I got to tell you about a big move that Virgin Voyages is making that is kind of shocking. But it's Easter. Let's take a break and dance. The dance of Easter. The dance of Easter. Get up. Get up. Wow, there you go. Easter dance break. I feel good. I feel good. Okay, let's talk drink packages. There's a big drink package change coming down the pike. Is it pipe? Pike? I guess it could be both. Well, I don't know what the official saying is. Coming down the pike? Pipe? Big drink package change coming. Drink packages. Carnival's got them. Royal's got them. A lot of cruise lines have them. You pay one price per day, and you can either get 15 drinks per day or an unlimited amount of drinks, alcohol, and then unlimited non-alcoholic drinks. You know what a drink package is. Well, famously, there's one new cruise line that hasn't had one. Virgin Voyages. All they've had is this thing called the bar tab, where you could like prepay a few $100s and it would be there for you to use to get drinks. I don't know if you got any discount on drinks. I don't really drink much. I don't know if you got discount on, I don't know how the bar tab works. That's what I'm saying. I'm admitting it. I'm opening up the kimono. I'm being vulnerable here. I don't know how the bar tab works on Virgin Voyages. I said it. But anyways, it's going to work differently going forward. They're introducing on the Valiant Lady. They're practicing. They're sending up a test balloon. They're test casing it. Drink package is going to be comparable to other cruise lines, $95 a day, but it's going to be unlimited. That's right. There's no kids on board, and you can drink till you're blackout drunk. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know, but unlimited is always nice, especially if you're paying $100, close to $100 a day for something. I think many people saw this as one of the last few steps to normalizing that cruise line. Certainly they don't have a traditional buffet system. They don't have a traditional main dining room system. They don't have really traditional entertainment. So they're divergent in that aspect, but at least you want the framework, the nuts and bolts to be similar to other cruise lines. And I think laying a drink package in there is going to be that. I do like where they're divergent, like with their tips and their internet, stuff like that, but I do think you need a drink package on Virgin, and I think maybe that'll help. There's some people that just like to go on the cruise to get drunk. I mean, just to drink. It's always the weirdest thing. Somebody would tell me like, hey man, you shouldn't be using the internet on a cruise because you can do that at home. But and they would tell me that while they're pounding down alcohol, which I'm pretty sure you can do that at home. I don't think you're supposed to do it at your workplace, but yeah, so excitingly, I think, I don't know, any Virgin Voyage crew, any sailors out there, any Virgin Voyage sailors out there, are you excited about the drink package? Let me know. I would love to know, okay? Let me know. And without saying it out loud, because that would be weird, but I feel like my segues are on point today. So as we've transitioned all throughout the show, I think they've been solid. But again, I don't think that's something to talk about out loud. But let's do this. We just talked about packages on Virgin Voyages, and now let's talk about packages on Princess. Killer segue. Packages on Princess. Princess Premier is one of my favorite things in the whole world. Like, I think I go on Princess cruises because I love the Princess Premier package. Costs $90 a day, but for $90 you get unlimited drinks, you get unlimited specialty dining, you get like 4-device internet, you also get like free desserts, free fitness class. Nah, who's using the fitness class? And you also get unlimited digital pictures if you can find a photographer. I feel like there's a ruse going on. Where's the photographers now that it's included, Princess? They were a little light on my last Sun Princess cruise. They like me pointing the finger. And while I love that package, what sucks is the price for that package, plus all the other packages, are going up. On May the 1st, 2025, Princess Plus package will move from $60 to $65 per person per day, and the Princess Premier package will move from $90 to $95 per person per day. You're still getting all the stuff, so that's good. But yeah, look, I've already got a cruise booked, I think out in December on Star Princess. And I'm grandfathered in. I'm finally a grandfather. It took a cruise line to make me a grandfather. Kids, are you watching? Well, at least I'm grandfathered in on this Princess package. So the increase on both this package is $5, right? But that's $5 per day. So if you're on a 7-day cruise, carry the 1, multiply by 4, subtract the cat's tail. It's $35. It's $35 for a 7-day cruise. I'm going to complain about the $5 per day fee as I take a drink from my $6 coffee. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. You know, everybody's trying to make a living. Price of eggs, am I right? I don't know. That's part of cruising. Cancellations, price changes, giveth, taketh away. Again, happy Easter. That's the show. Make sure you check this video out next. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.